So, guys, I'm out on the street again, and I've got a request before about this. I did a video on these. These are called number sheets, and I picked up a couple of them to show you some new ones. So this is from today. It's Tuesday, January 30th. And what this is, in New York City, in New Jersey, in Connecticut, they do a number. They do the Lotto, like the Mega Millions and the Powerball and all that. But they also do a number. And what a number is, or numbers, is besides the Lotto, they do these pick 3 or pick 4. I think they even do pick 5. From what I remember. They might actually do all the way up to pick 6 and pick 7. But pick 3 is the big one. So what this is you can walk into a store, certain stores in New York City or Jersey or Connecticut, and I'm sure it's in other states. These are the only states that I'm in and out of. And you could play the Lotto or the Powerball or the Mega Millions, and that's like $1 or $2. But then you can play the number. And what the number is you can say, give me a nickel, which is actually a nickel, 5 cents, on, number 357, or give me a dime, which is a dime, 10 cents on number 132. And you're betting on a 3-digit number that comes out. Now, this is not a number that's put out by the state. This is a number that's put out through some other means. I'm not even sure how they get it anymore. Years ago, back in the 70s and the 80s, they used to get the number by somehow calculating all the races, like through the horse races, through like the aqueduct and whatever the horse race tracks around the area of the country were. There was a formula. They added up one. I don't know how they did it, and they came out with a number, a 3-digit number. Now, why am I talking about that? These were sheets that they sold, and they still sell. And what people do is they buy these sheets. I guess these are 80 cents still. I don't remember what they were back in the 80s or the 70s or anything like that, but they sell these sheets, and people would buy these sheets, and it's like, to tell you, who's, what type of number to bet, right? And so this is today's, Tuesday, January 30th. What I found interesting about this is it has a copyright of 2010, and we're in 2018. That's because the person or the company or whoever prints this is like a real mom and pop type of operation, I guess is the best way to put it. So this is telling you, Big Mac, you kind of could see things with this paper. It's targeting certain, it has a certain thing to it, and it has the numbers. So you would say, wow, Big Mac says, I should play number 623. And believe it or not, people will play that number. They'll say, give me a dime, or give me a quarter, or give me $1 on number 623. And there's certain things you could do with these numbers. It shows you the numbers that came out last week. It showed you different numbers that came out in different boroughs. There's Jersey. There's Brooklyn. Let's flip the paper over. Now, I don't know how the number runs anymore. I don't know I think there's like a daytime number and like a nighttime number. I'm not sure if there's a daytime and afternoon, like a morning and afternoon and a night. I don't really know the specifics of it or how it runs now. And then, here you go. So it has numbers for the night. It shows you different numbers that ran, certain numbers you play, that go along with your horoscope. Just everything. It has a website. I don't even know if that website's legit. It's for entertainment purposes only. I guess what would it be due for? Overdue numbers. I'm assuming those are numbers that have not come out. So you would say, wow, 275, has it come out in a week or a month or a year, or 012 hasn't come out in the last month. Maybe I should play that. Stuff like that. Focuses on numbers that come out, through different months. Brooklyn. Try to handle. And then let's look at the back. Right, see? Numbers if you are a Latina, numbers if you are a hustler, numbers if you gotta pay the rent, you just need money. So if I'm a hustler, I'm gonna play number, 603 or 025. If I need money to pay the rent, I'm gonna play, number 964. And if I'm a Latina, I'm gonna play, 955 or 978. That's how this is, pushed out as. Let's look at the other one. All right, so this is Big Red. And Big Red says, nothing is worth it if you aren't happy. Big Red is right. Right? Don't do something if you're not happy. You can subscribe to Big Red at Big Red Daddy, BigRedDaily.com. The show must go on. 907. See, this is, like I said, this is Big Atlantic Avenue in Brooklyn. This is usually, and look at the copyright on this, 1995. But that's today's number. There's no real copyright. There's nothing real with this. These are real. They're put out legitly, and people buy them. But it's not like a legit company. Whoever's doing this, it's not, it's not a Fortune 500 company here. At least I don't think. They have ads. I don't even know if those ads are real. The lottery report. Skeeter's Corner. And then, it just has different things like this. Poe Brown, Little Bro. I mean, like I said, I'm in New York City. I'm in the 5 boroughs. And they are, right now I'm actually in the Bronx. And this is why I'm buying it. This is where I got the sheet from. I got it from one of the stores that I have to go to. Look at this. Another one with the whole thing. It has like a bunch of stuff. I don't even know what this stuff means. When I was a kid, I knew more about it, more about what all this stuff kind of meant. Now I'm actually, to be honest with you, I'm still surprised that this is still being printed. I was talking to the gentleman in the store, and we're talking to each other, and we were going back and forth. We were talking about, from the 1980s. He was an Indian guy, and we were like, yeah, we're surprised that this stuff, we were talking about, in the 1980s this was big, and that it's still big, because he's like, yeah, I sell them a lot. People come and buy this stuff. And this is it. So I figured I'd show you this. This is not something that you see all the time. Like I said, when I find things that are interesting, I always pass them on to you. Always show you. Why not? And that's really it. So, like and subscribe. I hope all is well. Maybe you have stuff like this where you are. You might. If you don't, I'll mail you some. I'll mail you one of these. If you want, DM me, private message me. And I'll send you one of these. I don't care. I'll put it in an envelope. I'll throw a stamp on it. You're not really going to find stuff like this. And that's it. So this is beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece of history, of New York history. And that's all. So Big Mac and Big Red say to like and subscribe, because they got the hits. I got the hits. And that's it, all right? Have a great day, a great week, all that good stuff. And I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, bye-bye.